Hey, what's up everybody? Giovanna back again for another video, and today we will be talking about the rise of Skywalker and how it's going under massive reshoots right now. Reshoots, wow. So, I read an article this morning on the Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker fan page on Facebook. They share a bunch of We Got This Covered articles. I don't know how reliable the source is, but according to that article, there has been massive reshoots for The Rise of Skywalker, and it hasn't been looking too good. So I think they've been under reshoots for I think around the whole summer. I think it was being reported in June, July that they were at Black Park and stuff. And so here's what the article says. So someone an entertainment journalist named Art Tavana said that he was told that Disney is reshooting scenes for Star Wars. Don't quote me. Things aren't looking good. Too many variables and audiences to please. George Lucas as a creative consultant seems like a very likely occurrence, though there's no telling how much say he will have. So that's really interesting. So allegedly, yes, George Lucas is back for these Rise of Skywalker reshoots, which does make sense because it is the ending of the Skywalker saga and George's story and characters and all that good stuff. So I really hope that it's true that George had some creative decisions in this movie. And I think it was rumored a while ago that JJ did bring in George back for writing the script and stuff. So that's really interesting. I really am glad that George is back in some way. So that's really interesting. But the reason why I'm talking about this, and I know a lot of people are boycotting this movie, which is completely fine. And I'm really worried. I'm really just talking about this because I'm worried about how this is going to affect the outcome of the movie. Because as we heard, the editor for Rise of Skywalker was cutting on set. So, and it seems to be all very rushed process. You see Force Awakens, the behind the scenes reel, JJ was stressing the fuck out. Same thing, and I honestly feel bad for JJ and Rian Johnson because they both admitted that they didn't have enough time to write out and plan out this trilogy. And I know nobody really likes Rian Johnson, but I truly do feel bad for the guy because one, he's just back and forth with people on Twitter, and two, he admitted that he can't even write for a living because it's just, he even says he takes a while to write, which is understandable because you want quality over quantity. So it's just yeah, you see what happened with Solo and Rogue One, and it's all just cramped and it's just a huge mess. I really just, as much as I'm hyped for this movie, I am very worried because it is the end of the Skywalker saga, and we are hoping that this can be the best Star Wars movie ever. Even more more of a satisfying end than Return of the Jedi. That's, I feel the standard for people who actually care to go see this movie are looking forward to. So yeah, really sketchy stuff, and man, it's just such a mess, and I can't, at the same time, I just can't wait for this to end because you see the Star Wars fandom on Twitter, everyone's just attacking each other, so it's not fun. And I wonder, there's sometimes where I really do think, what would George Lucas think if he saw all these people going back and forth, a toxic ship, or someone being bullied because they're very new to the fandom, or someone getting too much attention because they're new to the fandom. So it's a ton of just different factors, and I really don't think George Lucas is happy with what is going on right now, and I know a lot of people aren't too happy with what's going on, but hey, it's just Star Wars, and it's just a movie, it's just a fairy tale, but we all have emotional connections to it. So I really want to hear you guys' thoughts. This seems to be some pretty crazy news. So, peace out.